The last debate, should women dress modestly? Yesterday was World Hijab Day. Millions of women across the world chose to wear a scarf over their hair in support of their Muslim sisters who choose to live their lives dressed modestly every day. So should women follow that example and dress modestly? Sarah, you have some concerns, don't you? Now, you're not going to... It's always down to the perpetrator of a crime. It's not a question of don't be raped, it's a question of don't rape. You make that very clear. But are you concerned about the way some women dress?
What I would say is that when we're talking about modesty, it's a much bigger question first, because it's about what is a human being. A human being is a mystery, a combination of matter and spirit, and something mysterious and wonderful and beautiful. So if we're asking how any of us dress, men or women, we've got to ask, what does what I wear say about who I am, or who I'm becoming, who I'm trying to be? And modesty is also about how I look at other people. So modesty is in my eyes looking at you and your eyes looking at me, whatever we're wearing. So my concern would be more with the commercialisation of the appearance of women to make them look like objects, so that what they're trained to wear, what children think it's a good idea to wear, is making them look a little bit more like objects that we should look at differently.
But isn't this in danger of, edging towards the patriarchal view of the Jezebel, the Salome,
I think it's the opposite
the temptress? You think it's the opposite of that?
I think it's the opposite of that, because what it's saying is we're all responsible for how we choose to appear to others. And no one's imposing how anyone else should dress. I welcome World Hijab Day because it gives people the chance to say, we choose to express our femininity in this way, and femininity is something interior. But I'm absolutely not saying that anybody should be imposing what you wear. I'm saying be aware of how what you wear expresses your interior life, because your interior life is important, and we're in a world obsessed with exterior appearances, and so modesty is to do with what's going on inside.
Empowerment.
Modesty is an empowerment, and it's actually a fruit of the Holy Spirit in the Catholic sense. It's how you become who you are. It's a grace.
You believe? Yeah.
It's a grace that expresses how do I become even more this mysterious thing that is spirit, that is sexual, but this is matter, and it's an open conversation about how I look at you and how you look at me and what we become.
Right. One second, please. I know lots of people dying to come in. I want to speak to Tom. Are you the editor? Tomo, sorry.
Tomo,
Tom's something I got in my car. I used my sat-nav to come over here. Sorry, Tomo, and you're the editor of...
I'm the editor-in-chief of an online magazine called Hot, and we shoot fashion, we tell people what trends are going on, and then also I work as a photographer for loads of fashion brands around the world, and I guess I'm in charge of creating an image at the end of the day. But if the question, should women dress more modest? I mean, no. I mean, people should dress the way they want. As you said, it's you're putting forward your personality. When you wake up in the morning and you go and do whatever you're doing, you'll put on whatever you think, whatever you're comfortable in. And that's what fashion's about.
But the culture you're creating with your magazine, I'm not saying we shouldn't have your magazine, but we have to be aware that the effect that it has, all of us are desperate to be liked and approved of to some extent. Modesty is also a statement of how much can I be detached from how I ought to dress. And the kind of cultural shift that's taken place because of the acceptability of your kind of magazine means that young girls especially, who put YouTube clips out saying, am I hot or not, my godchildren are obsessed with what their sexuality is.
Okay,
I didn't think about that when I was 16. They're obsessed with it.
Let's Tom come back on that.
And I think you've added to that.
I think when you were 16, I think you probably was thinking of that. You just probably wasn't aware that you was, because fashion and the magazine...
I thought about my A-level results when I was 16. I thought about lacrosse. I thought about having fun. I thought about singing and playing the piano.
You were a magistrate.
People in the local community.
Alison Ruff, let me ask you a question. You were